Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Skyline High School in the Birdcage. Tonight's varsity basketball matchup between the Greely West Spartans and the Skyline Falcons. We're about 3.5 minutes away from getting things off and running here. Mike Allen on the call, Karsen Box running the video. Second to last home game for these Falcons, so they need to put one in the W column tonight. Both these clubs looking for wins. Falcons 2-8 on the year, coming off of a tough one Wednesday night against Longmont. Greely West is 3-6 on the year. The reality is for both of these ball clubs, a good, strong last week. You might find yourself on the outside looking in after your last game, and you might find yourself in a completely different spot a couple of days later because of COVID quarantines and things like that. There's a lot going on right now. A lot of teams shut down or out for the rest of the regular season, so crazy things can happen if you keep your head in it. Starters tonight for Greely West: number 3, Nate Hill; number 10, Edwin Benitez. The straw that stirs the drink for Greely West is number 12, Colton Gillingham, senior, 6 foot, 175-pound shooting guard, and shoot he does. 23 points per game average, leads the entire 4A, 5A Northern League in scoring. He's the man for Greely West. Jose Roman, power forward, sophomore. Tyler Copeland round things out for Greely West. Head coach Joe Johnson and his staff will have the Spartans ready to go tonight. For your Falcons, starters tonight will be number 2, Zakai Smith. He's a sophomore. Adrian Compion, senior guard. Chase Silva's a senior playing forward. He'll be a defensive guy tonight. Caden Tapia, number 21's a junior. He'll be at guard. And Sam Aboidis will get the start. Expect that rotation for Skyline to go probably 8 deep early. Keep a lot of things moving out there. But like I said, both these clubs need wins at this point in time in the season. Falcons really hung tough with Longmont. That was a 2-possession game most of the fourth quarter. Falcons just couldn't get shots to fall. Longmont made some free throws and key buckets, a couple of points in time down the stretch where it looked like the Falcons were going to close the gap, and just couldn't quite get over the hump. But Falcons, even though they're 2-8, they're getting better. They're coming on strong, looking better every night. We've got some schedule updates for you as we move through the first quarter. Both the boys and girls for Skyline have had some changes, and we will get you up to speed on those. We're going to step away from the direct play-by-play for a minute, do some things here in the gym, and we'll get you going here shortly. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skyline High School for this evening's NCAC conference game between the Greely West Spartans and your Skyline Falcons. We at Skyline High School appreciate your attendance at our high school events. Our participants need your positive support and encouragement. Unsportsmanlike behavior in any way by players, fans, officials, or coaches only hurts the students. We ask that you cheer for your team rather than against your opponents. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hat, and join the Skyline High School Jazz Choir in the singing of our national anthem. Enjoy the game tonight, folks, and let's go Falcons! Absolutely a remarkable job on that national anthem by the Skyline High School Jazz Choir. They recorded that on a WebEx call, if you can believe it. If you didn't listen carefully, do it next Thursday night when we're here with Mountain West. It's just absolutely unbelievable that they could pull that off on a Zoom or on a WebEx type scenario. We're set to go for tip-off here. Falcons going with that small lineup tonight. Avoidus will tip. Thanks for joining us. Glad to have you here. Got about 31 of you available if you want to chime in on the tap, especially if you're from Greely West and we've got a name pronounced wrong. Don't really get a chance to sit down and chat with the coaches. So if I get a name wrong, let me know. Happy to try to correct it. Certainly no professional broadcaster here, just trying to do the best we can to add a little extra. Falcons control the tip. Zakai Smith tips back to Chase Silva. And we come across the front. Silva dishes over to Compion. Compion sets over to Caden Tapia. Compion from 3, just off the iron. Greely West pushes back quickly. If they're anything like their JV counterpart, they will be incredibly patient with the basketball. Once again, the guy to watch is number 12, Colton Gillingham. Shot deflected out of bounds off of Greely West. Falcons will inbounds. Greely West is running a little pressure. See if the Falcons can handle it. Cross to Tapia pretty easily. Tapia with a little floater off the iron, no good. Rebound controlled by Greely West. Heading back the other way. We're at zeros, 6:53 to go in the first quarter. Steal by Compion. He'll pull it back and set it up. Silva had the back door for a minute. Compion again from 3. That one gets the shooter's touch and drops for 3. Compion started catching fire a little bit in that Longmont game. See if he can finish these last 3 or 4 ball games down the stretch on fire. Falcons active hands. So Smith almost had the steal. Ball slips through on a deflection for an easy layup for Greely West. That was number 21, Jose Roman on the basket. Falcons turn it over again. Easy one back to Colton. Gillingham for the easy layup. 4-3 Greely West. Falcons push it across. Avoidus with the ball in the corner. Heads to the basket. Kicks it back out to Tapia in the corner. Falcons will reset. Silva penetrates, easy dish to Avoidus. That's a great look. Draws the coverage to him and passes off to Avoidus. Nice job by Silva. Good defense once again. Roman on his way to the basket, and Compion slaps it out of his hand. Zakai Smith gets a quick break. Blake Williams in for him. Just chatting up a little defensive adjustment for Smith. He's a sophomore and learning. 3 ball off for Greely West, and Silva resets for Skyline again. Falcons have been trying to shift Compion over to that shooting guard spot, get him some more looks at the basket. So Silva's been out at the point quite a bit these last 4 or 5 ball games. Won't stay that way all the time, but they will do it from time to time. Brandon Abram ready to check in. Nice move by Tapia, a little spin move, lay off the glass. Pretty move. Falcons 7-4. Silva's on Gillingham. Not really a surprise. He's a strong defender. See if he can hang with him and stay out of foul trouble. Ball deflected by Skyline. We're going to get a over the back on Silva, trying to protect that entry pass. Abram comes in for Silva. Silva will get a rest. They're going to rotate guys on Gillingham. Give him different looks. Three ball comes up short, tapped out, controlled by Aboitis. He's heading straight to the rack. Gets it up and in. Falcons getting some work done underneath. 9-4 Skyline. Another deflection by Skyline. Ball almost a tie-up, deflected out of bounds right at the last minute. Greely Westel can stay in possession. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Another deflection by Skyline, active hands. Got a travel, turnover Greely West. Falcons will bring it back up. Timeout Skyline. Falcons off to a good start, 9-4. So we were talking right before tip-off, some schedule changes. Skyline was originally scheduled to play Centaurus at Centaurus on Tuesday night. Unfortunately, I heard just before the ball game, the girls at Centaurus are on a COVID quarantine. The boys at Centaurus have been on a COVID quarantine, so that technically was going to be an empty date for Skyline. But Roosevelt got dumped by Erie the other night. Erie's on COVID quarantine. So the Falcons picked up Roosevelt at Roosevelt for Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. That is a varsity-only game. And we will have, as I understand from one of the Skyline coaches, 25 parent tickets available for that varsity road game at Roosevelt over there in Johnstown. A little bit of an aggressive pass there by Compion. He knows it. Greely West will pick up the ball. Now the girls lose that Centaurus game, so they'll be back in action. Their first action after they come out of quarantine, not of their own doing. And they'll pick it up. That's Tyler Copeland from 3. Cuts the Falcon lead quickly to 9-7. Compion aggressive across the basket, out to Tapia in the corner. Throws it across to Williams. Back out to Compion. Aboitis moves underneath, gets right to the cup. Easy lay-in off the glass, 11-7 Falcons. That's a nice hustle play by the Greely West, number 11, Nate Hill, or sorry, that's number 10, I'm sorry, number 10, Edwin Benitez. Sorry, numbers hard to read up here, my apologies. Colton Gillingham will trigger it in. Tapia tries to steal it. Hill beats Tapia off the dribble, but can't finish. Rolls right out. Smith from 3, short off the front of the iron, gonna have it over the back on Skyline. See who that foul's on. That's on number 4, Nick Peterson. 2:34 left in the first quarter. Parents will get information on what those tickets look like and how that distribution will go from the athletic department probably on Monday. So wait for that information, Facebook page, email, something. There's another foul on Skyline and move to the basket. Fouls on 21, looks like Tapia. Greely Westel inbound from under their own basket. Smith controls the loose ball, triggers it out to Tapia, who's fouled by number 12, Colton Gillingham, his first. Silva over to Campion, who brings it back to Silva to set it up. Gillingham aggressive on the defense. Smith turns it over and Greely West heads the other way. Had a breakaway for a minute, but active hands have made that tough. Another foul on Skyline. That foul's on Adrian Campion, his first. That's in the act of shooting. So Benitez will head to the line for 2. First one short. Minute 44 to go in the first quarter. Falcons up 4. Benitez, second one's up and in. Greely West stays in that pressure. Falcons handle it. Over to Smith in the corner. The lefty lets it fly. Nothing happening. Peterson had to rebound. Kicks out to Tapia in a scramble. The hustle play deflects that off of Benitez, and the Falcons will pick the ball up in the corner. West heads to the glass. Active hands. Nobody wants the hot potato at this point. Ball's just bouncing around down there. West will reset. 47 seconds left. Ball deflected. Tapia heads back the other way for Skyline, and he'll settle it down in the other half. Active defense. Yeah, that's going to be a travel. He got caught between trying to go for the shot and trying to get control of the ball and traveled. Peterson will come out for Skyline. Smith will come out. Aboitis and Williams back in. If you're looking for the freshman game I see in the chat, go to the Skyline Athletics Facebook page. If you scroll down through the games, I believe the link will be in there to get over to that. All right, so the Falcons foul Colton Gillingham on the three-point shot. 4.7 seconds left. Might have been a little aggressive on the foul. Young man's a great scorer. My guess would be that good free throw shooter too. .75% for the year. First one's good. Second one's good. Hindsight's 20/20, but that's, you might let him shoot that three and not commit the foul. But Falcons working on playing aggressive basketball. Makes all three, so we're tied at 11 with 4.7 seconds left. Tapia with the ball, kicks out to Williams for the three ball. That's off the glass, no good. And we're going to end that first frame tied at 11. So back to schedule updates. The Falcons will be at Roosevelt. The girls will continue to be idle out of their COVID quarantine until Thursday. Thursday night, the girls will play Mountain Vista here, their first action back in almost 2 weeks. Squads will move over to Frederick, girls at 4:30, boys at 7. And that's the conclusion of the boys' season as far as the regular season goes. The girls will pick up a game they lost out on against Longmont earlier this week because of their COVID quarantine. They rescheduled that one to Saturday at 1 o'clock at Longmont. and that'll be on Longmont's YouTube channel. So a little bit of juggling around, but thankfully, in most cases, we're getting these games in. The girls lost 3 opportunities, really, thanks to the COVID quarantine they were in as a result of another school's issues. Boys want to stay clean. They want to get these last ball games in, see if they can pick up a couple of wins and see what happens. A lot of schools in the Denver metropolitan area are shut down on quarantine right now, including 2 in the Northern League. Erie and Centaurus are both shut down potentially through the end of the year or through the regular season. We'll see what effect that has on playoffs. Starts second quarter, Greely West inbounds. Tied at 11. Greely West turns it over. Falcons will head back the other way. At least for now, it looks like Greely West is pulling off of that pressure. I would venture to guess they'll be back to it. Compion brings it into the forecourt. Skyline foul is on 23, Aboitis, clearing out with his elbow, trying to get some position. That's the 6th team foul on Skyline, only 1 on Greely West. Falcons' aggressiveness is getting them in trouble. Gillingham looking to get his shot off. Finds a shot off the back of the iron. Controlled by Aboitis, but turned over on the outlet. Right back to Gillingham for the easy basket. Falcons got a little sloppy there. Tapia from the corner. 3 balls off the back of the rim, the back side of the rim. And Greely West back on the attack. Into Copeland, finished, ball doesn't drop. Tapia's back for Skyline. Williams has got it in the corner. Back out front to Silva. Silva into the lane. Just can't quite get it to finish. Williams with the rebound back to Aboitis. Powers through and draws the foul. Oh, they called it on Aboitis. That's an interesting call. I didn't really see that from here, but I'm 25 feet up off the floor. Major substitutions for Skyline. Brandon Abrams in. Zakai Smith back in. Falcons need to get a stop and get a bucket. Been a little while. Back inside to Copeland. It's going to be a foul on Nick Peterson. Oh, called that on Brandon Abram. That's the 7th foul. Skyline's been given a bench warning. Frustrated with the whistle at this point. That's the 8th team foul on Skyline, so Greely West will be in 1-1 at minimum the rest of the half. First shot's out, Peterson controls. Falcons need to get their composure back. Compion sets and fires. That's nothing but bottom of the net. 14-13 Falcons. Let's dig in defensively and see if we can turn the momentum here a little bit. Three deep three-pointers off the rim. Peterson controls aggressively. Back out to Compion. Compion's confidence started to grow in that Longmont game. He's a great shooter. Tapia looks to go to the hoop, but he's thwarted. Over to Peterson with the lay-in. Ball drops. That's a good look. Those two are working well together. That's the second time they've worked well together tonight. Three ball. Out of bounds. Falcons with the 16-13 lead. Timeout. Greely West, it looks like a 30. 4:50 to go in the second quarter. Falcons playing aggressive on defense, always been their nature to be really strong defensively, but fouls are getting the best of them tonight. They've got 18 fouls already in the first half, and we've not even played half the second quarter yet. Going to need to find a way to keep that defensive intensity up and slow down the fouls. Heading out of the timeout, Falcons will have the ball. Same group on the floor. Peterson, Smith, Tapia, Compion, and Brandon Abram. Greely West grabs possession off the turnover, deflection. That's going to be an offensive foul on Greely West, followed by a timeout by Skyline. Didn't catch the number on the foul. Might have been number 3, Nate Hill, but not 100%. Only the second foul on Greely West here in the first half. In case you didn't catch it earlier, the Falcon JV boys picked up a nice 49-40 win in the JV game this afternoon. Got off to a little bit of a slow start, but had a great third quarter to kind of give themselves a little room there. Falcons stick with that same 5 they went into the timeout with. Greely West's pulled off the pressure for now. Smith turns it over. Layup doesn't quite roll for Gillingham. Falcons head back the other way. Grazes the iron. Abram with a nice job controlling the rebound. Back out to Compion. Falcons will set it up, try and get another look. Keep firing, Zakai Smith. That one drops. Falcons extend to a 19-13 lead. Smith had kind of a tough night against Longmont the other night. You could see his confidence was a little bit shook, but he's a sophomore and he'll get better. Just needs to keep firing. He's got a great looking stroke. It'll be a big part of what goes on for Skyline the next couple of years. Falcons' pressure's been pretty good. Really making Greely West work for it here. Ball's been kind of ping-pong balling around the floor here. No easy open looks. That was contested. Out of bounds off of Greely West, and that'll be Skyline ball and another timeout. 2:39 to go in the first half. Falcons lead at 19-13. And interesting down the stretch, like we were talking about earlier. It's a funky thing with the way COVID and these quarantines work. Both of these teams are on the outside looking in, and they're not near the outside. They're both pretty well down in the RPI. But this is a tough league, so when you roll the RPI and the Packard and all of that all together, these numbers might be better for both of these teams, especially if they pick up a couple of wins down the stretch. Could find themselves in that, top 32 get in. If you find yourself 34, 35, 36, something like that, I know of at least 4 schools that are on COVID shutdown right now. And if the season started today, they could not play a playoff game. So you keep your kids healthy, win a couple of ball games, crazy things can happen. Tapia fires from 3 and knocks it down. 22-13. Falcons have pushed out to a 9-point lead, 2:18 to go in the second quarter. Greely West having to work for those shots. Tapia's on Gillingham now. He's trying to roll. 3-pointers off. Peterson controls the rebound. Falcons they've got numbers going the other way. Smith just quite couldn't control it, but they set up and take another look. Kick out to Tapia again. Abram in the corner. Tapia from a 3 again. That's another one splashed for him. 25-13 timeout for Greely West. Spartans. Falcons on fire from 3 right now. Minute 36 to go. That's a nice little run for Skyline. They'll sit down and talk about it. Now you just got to keep your head in it. Keep that defense rolling and don't get sloppy. Finish this last minute and a half strong and get to halftime. Remember, next Thursday night against Mountain Vista is senior night for both the boys and the girls. We will have some details on how that's actually going to go down. Will probably come out through Facebook and or emails, parent chat groups, etc. Don't really know what the protocols are going to be on that and how they're going to do it. But we will make sure, no matter what happens, that we've got it on the YouTube channel for you, so that if you can't get here, numbers are only 4 per family. We'll make sure we have it here on the YouTube channel for you, so you can watch if you're family from afar. Help us celebrate these great seniors. A lot of these kids have been a part of a really good Skyline run up until this year. We lost a lot of seniors last year, but they've been rallied up and playing hard. And all of these kids were a big part of the success the program had the 3 years leading up to this. And we want to make sure we send them off the right way with a big thank you and a big celebration. So we'll have it on the YouTube channel no matter what. Greely sets it back up out top. We're minute 15 to go. And we've got an offensive foul on, that looks like Nate Hill again, number 3. Only single-digit number out there, so must be him. Greely West goes back to that pressure and gets the deflection. They'll set it back up. We're still over a minute. Gillingham looks to get his shot, deflected under the basket. Falcons control. Tapia clears it out to Compion, and the Falcons will head the other way. That's going to be a blocking foul on 12, Gillingham. I think there was some question there as to which way that call was going to go, and the official had to clear that up. 55 seconds left. Falcons trigger in, looking to build on that 12-point lead. Need a solid, good possession here. Pass inside, deflected. Lucky bounce for Skyline. Peterson a little out of control on his way to the basket, but gets the call again on number 3, Nate Hill. We'll head down at halftime and get some scoring numbers for you, check on the foul situation. Up here by myself, I'm trying the best I can to keep track of who's doing what, but we'll confirm everything before we head into the half. Peterson's first free throw off the back of the iron. Compion will get a break. Abram will get a break. Aboitis is back in, so's Blake Williams. Falcons are rolling with 7 so far. Actually, yeah, 8. Lane violation on Skyline will give the ball back to Greely West with 37.4 left. No doubt Greely West like to end with a bucket here. Been a little bit of a dry spell for them here. Gillingham looking for his shot off the heel. Peterson controls the rebound. And timeout Skyline. Serving, he didn't want the possession arrow to go the other way. Shooters back in. Compion, Abram back in. Falcons will have 19.2 to figure out what they're going to do heading down the stretch. Good timeout by Cerveny. Looked like there was about to be a tie up there, and the possession arrow definitely is Greely West's. Silva will check back in as well. Would expect Greely West will come out of this timeout with pressure. We will pop away for the 10-minute halftime. We'll leave the clock on the feed so you can see how much time you've got to run to the fridge or anything else you got to do, and we'll be back a couple of minutes before the half starts with some statistics for you. As expected, Greely West with some pressure. Falcons handle it. Now they'll set up, try and get that, see what look they can get. Clearly trying to get Compion a look. He fires. It's going to be short. 2 seconds left. And that'll be the half. 25-13 Falcons. Really strong half. And after we gave them fits a little bit about all those fouls, they knocked off the fouling, and only 8 fouls in the first. Literally, they were at 8 fouls with 4.5. Greely West averages 55-9 a game. Falcons hold them to 13 in the first half. We're going to take a quick timeout, step away for a little bit. 10 minutes on the clock. We'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. All right, and we're back and ready for that second half. A little under 2 minutes before we get back underway. Here's some scoring and foul information as we head into the second half. Falcons are led by Caden Tapia with 8. Adrian Compion and Sam Aboitis each with 6. Zakai Smith with 3. Nick Peterson with 2 account for the 25 for Skyline. Compion and Aboitis each with 2. Nobody else for Skyline with more than 1. So all things being equal, not too bad considering 8 team fouls in early, first 12 minutes of the ball game. Falcons really got that under control down the last 4.5 minutes of the second quarter, and quite frankly, it helped them build their 12-point lead. For Greely West, Colton Gillingham leads the Greely West Spartans, not really a surprise there, with 7. Jose Roman has 3. Tyler Copeland has 3, counts for the 13 for Greely West. Nate Hill for Greely has 3 personals. Gillingham with 2. Nobody else from Greely West has any fouls at all, so a couple of guys on Greely West and Skyline need to play careful. 8 minutes on the clock. We're getting ready to get the ball back up in the air here and see what's going on. I do believe that Skyline will control the inbounds. Look to build on a really strong first half. Original starting 5 back out there for Skyline. That'll be Aboitis, Smith, Compion, Silva, and Tapia. Tapia, I do believe, played the entire first half, didn't come off the floor. Yes, it will be Skyline to start the second half. Falcons up 25-13. See if they can build off that first half. Good, strong third quarter would really, even these first 2 or 3 minutes, very important. Aboitis attacks, has the ball stripped, but recovers. Timeout Skyline early. About to have a tie up there. 5-second call was almost to be called there. Cerveny with the timeout to save the possession. Appreciate having you all along. We got 49 on the stream right now. If you're watching from outside the Front Range area, watching your son, grandson, niece, nephew, friend of the family, and you're out of the Front Range area, post that in the YouTube chat and we'll give you a shout out, and your kid or the student that you're following. One of the things that's positive come out of the nonsense we're going through with all this COVID stuff. Nonsense, probably not a fair word, but a lot of craziness here. These streams have allowed people who out of the local area to see games they might not normally have seen if we were just in a fan-friendly world. And I know we at Skyline are looking at ways we might be able to continue this as fans get back in the stands as a part of a outreach to family outside of town and archive for the students. Nothing locked in yet, but we're having conversations. Tapia inset pass to Silva. They're trying to get him the ball inside. Falcons trying to keep the ball moving. Greely West in a 2-3 zone. Compion for 3, off the iron, and here comes Colton Gillingham to the basket. Got himself a look, but couldn't finish. Falcons with a decent retreat down the floor to make that more difficult. Tapia over to Smith in the corner. He sets it into, there you go. Kicked it into Silva, kicked it right back out to Smith. That three-pointer drops. Falcons build their lead to 15. 6:27 to go. Tapia got him with the body there. On the way to the basket. That's his first. Or second, actually. Nate Hill at the line. Makes the first one. Second one also drops. Falcons will sub out Hill. Back to that pressure. 28-15 Falcons. Really back to that pressure that they ran in the first half. See if Falcons can deal with that. Silva needs some help. Gets it from Tapia. Reach in foul. See who they call that on. Foul's on 12, Colton Gillingham. That's his third. 6:10 to go in the third quarter. Keep an eye on that. Compion controls out top for Skyline. Off to Tapia, Silva. Silva works to the lane, kicks it back out to Tapia. Tapia straight up in the air. Just couldn't quite finish, but we get Aboitis with the recovery. Tapia's aggressiveness is showing. That's a good look, just didn't drop. Falcons 28-15, 5.5 to go. Gillingham sets it up out top. That's a reach slap by Aboitis. Oh, 15 called it on Silva. Thought Aboitis was reaching there. That'll be Silva's second. 5:18 to go. Falcons still holding 13-point lead. Falcons are trying really hard to get that ball out of Gillingham's hand as soon as he gets it and tries to penetrate. So far, so good. Nice. It's a nice block by Compion. Aboitis kicks it out to Tapia. Tapia clears it down. Aboitis gets to the rim. 30-15 Falcons. That's a very nice looking offensive play, triggered off a great defensive play. Call an offensive foul there. That's on number 3, Hill. That'll be 4 on him. Oh, no. Is that? Yep. That's 4 on him. 4:35 to go. Greely West staying with that pressure. Silva with a nice tap. That's another assist for Silva to Aboitis. Well, they've really getting that down. Falcons have pushed out to a 17-point lead. 4:13 to go. Silva almost stripped him, but they got him on the arm. Should be his third. Falcons need to just keep that defense up. 3-pointers short off the iron, but rebounded by Roman, who gets it back up and in, and the and one. We'll see Peterson, Williams, and Abram in here. No doubt Silva's coming out. And we'll have a timeout, Skyline. 3:49 to go in the third. Falcons up 32-17. Falcon defense doing a pretty good job keeping Colton Gillingham under control, only with 7 so far in the ball game. He's the 4A, 5A Northern League leading scorer at 23 points a ball game. So really just can't call that 15-point lead safe. He's a good, strong ball player. Can't let him get started, or Greely West could get back in this quickly. So Silva does stay out. Compion, Peterson, Abram. Oh, Silva does come out. Blake Williams, Zakai Smith, Adrian Compion, Nick Peterson, and Brandon Abram. Going a little bigger down inside now. The key will be making sure they're controlling the ball. Tapia also gets a break. So the key will be the Falcons controlling the ball off these free throws if Greely West goes to pressure. First one's good. That's the and one. 32-18. Falcons, or Greely West does bring that pressure. Falcons' top 2 guards against that are on the bench, but the Falcons break it pretty easy. Smith goes to the rim and draws the blocking foul. Draws a blocking foul on Roman. Smith will shoot 2. That was a really bang call there. Could have gone either way. Smith shooting 2. Got a sweet stroke. Let's see if he can knock these down. A lot of chit-chat underneath the basket there about that last foul. Smith's first one smooth as glass, nothing but net. Second one's also good. Falcons push out to a 16-point lead again. 3:37 to go in the third. Deep 3, not good. Peterson with an aggressive, strong rebound. Back out to Williams. Williams should clear it back out and set it back up. Peterson's got a mismatch, but the ball's a little low. Turns the other way. Smith with the ball. Kicked out of bounds by Roman. Falcons will inbound in their own end. Williams will trigger for Skyline. Over to Smith. Falcons will set it up. No need to be in a hurry here. Falcons need to look for their look. Play their game, run their offense. Don't worry if it takes 40 seconds to get a good shot. Smith with good defense. Off his foot, but he was, oh, they called him for the foul. Wow. That looked like he kicked it with his foot. Here comes Greely West. Greely West tries to give and go. Good defense by Peterson, says no go. Falcons trying to hold this lead, and Smith with another 3 from the corner. That looked like it was going to go. Peterson with a good rebound clears it. Sets it back up out front. That three from Smith looked like it was going down. That's a travel. Falcons will come back heading the other way. Falcons have turned up the defensive pressure, and they've managed to do it without a ton of fouling. Tapia back in for Williams. Silva's still sitting. He's got to keep him ready for the fourth quarter with those 3 fouls. We need him out there to finish the ball game. Compion will clear half court over to Smith. Peterson over the top out to Tapia. He's now got it in the corner again. And out to Tapia. Pushing to be patient here. You can hear it from the coaches right now. Smith needs help. Deflected off Compion. Colton Gillingham to the bucket. 36-20, 48 seconds left. Turnover by the Falcons leads to an easy 2 for Greely West. There's another one poked away. Gillingham with a nice move. That's 4 quick buckets for him, or 4 quick points for him. Falcons go back to that press, or Spartans back to that press, but they pull out of it. 21 seconds left. Falcons still up 14, but kind of a sloppy couple of seconds there. Compion's 3 kicks off the iron, but Tapia controlled it. And Smith gets his pocket picked, and Roman will go in for 2. That's 6 quick. And what went from being a really good quarter where Coach Cerveny was going to be really happy, those last 6 quick ones are going to make for an interesting timeout heading into the fourth quarter. Falcons up 12, still in good shape, but turnover bug popped up there at the end of the third quarter and took an 18-point lead down to 12 in under a minute. Reminders again, Falcon boys back in action Tuesday night at Roosevelt, 7 p.m. That's a schedule change due to Centaurus COVID concerns and issues. They are shut down. Erie is shut down, so their game with Longmont tonight was canceled. Longmont was unable to find another opponent. Got some good ball games going on tonight, though. Holy Family is up at Windsor. Silver Creek's up at Windsor. Holy Family's out at Meade. Lots of things shaking there. 4A, 5A Northern Conference, tough. Holy Family's 5-5, but if you take a look at that record, they've beaten Skyline, they beat Longmont, they beat Erie, if I recall. So that's a 5-5 ball club that I don't think anybody wants to play. Be interesting to see how they come out tonight. Haven't had a chance to check Max Prep yet and see how those games are going. That 3rd win on the year. Falcons with the aggressive defense. Foul on 15, Silva. That's the 4th, and it's really quick, and that is the last thing that Skyline needed right now. Falcons just got to protect. Going to get a reach-in foul. See who they call that on. Compion and Peterson were both there. Foul's on Compion. That'll be his 3rd, I believe. Roman knocks down the first one. 10-point ball game. Now it's a 10-point ball game. Falcons scrambling, but pressure's giving a little bit of fits. Tapia goes to the basket and banks it in, 38-26. Falcons needed to stop the bleeding there. Now they got to reset the defense. Up 12, 7 minutes to go. Gonna call the travel. That's a good move, but one too many. Falcons clear the press. Tapia inside to Peterson. Peterson to the rim, and he'll get the bucket. That's a nice move to go into the other side of the basket. Draws the foul. Foul's on 33, Tyler Copeland. Peterson will look for the and one. Free throws in and out, halfway down. Spins out. Falcons up 14, 6:58 to go. Free ball from Benitez, cuts it to 11. Williams for the corner. Peterson going to the rack, didn't get the foul or the bucket. Offensive putback by Gillingham, cuts it to 9. Falcons need to be smart here. Look for help. Over to Silva, Falcons break the press. Wild shot up by Peterson underneath. He was in no man's land. And here comes Greely West again on the attack, down 9. Shot by Gillingham's off. Falcons caught a break. That's a pretty good look for him. There's Peterson finishing. 42-31 timeout Falcons. 5:41 to go. Falcons have that game at Roosevelt. Parents, if you're watching from home, keep an eye for communication from the school about tickets for that. That's up in Johnstown, and they're going to allow us 25 tickets into that game. That's players only, mom and dad type situations. No word yet on what the story is on JV game at Centaurus. We don't know what's happening with that. The girls are shut down for Tuesday again. They were hoping to get back on the floor after almost a week off. Over a week, really. So they'll be chomping at the bit to get back at it. Scott Moline and the girls will be raring to go. And then they'll have a back-to-back-to-back. Thursday night here for Mountain Vista, Friday out at Frederick, and Saturday 1 o'clock at Longmont to finish their season. After 9 or 10 days off, 3 games in 3 days, that'll be a workout for them. But I'm sure they cherish the opportunity, as do all of these kids, for getting to have their seasons after what looked like it was going to be a no-go. Thanks to everybody in St. Vrain and all the other school districts around for finding a way to make this happen. Out of the timeout, Greeley West, another 3-ball. Rebound just eludes Silva. He just picked up his 5th, and he's out of the ball game, I believe. Yep, Silva's out. Falcons are going to need to find an answer for Gillingham now. Silva did a great job on him, but the foul's caught up with him. Falcons are back in that same spot they were in the first half. 5:27 to go in the fourth quarter. They got 18 fouls already. See if they can do what they did in the first half and shut that down. First one's good for Roman. Got a 10-point lead. Don't want to put the team that's down at the free throw line all the time. Let them score with the clock stopped. Second one in and out. Abram controls. Be interesting to see who the Falcons put on Gillingham now. My guess would be it'll be Tapia, but we'll see. Tapia goes to the basket. Shots blocked out of bounds, a lot of body, no call, but Falcons retain possession. Williams will run the trigger. 5:09 to go, Falcons up 10. Abram inside once again, a lot of body, no call. Hands all over. Shot goes out of bounds. Falcons will retain possession. 4:54 to go. Falcons up 10. Feels like a hold-on situation all of a sudden, and just because of the foul trouble. Abrams' pass turned over, and there goes Gillingham with a three. And all of a sudden, we got a 7-point ball game. 4:42 to go. Falcons will need to keep an eye on what's going on. Closeout shooters keep their head in the ball game. Up 18 at 1 point, leads down to 7. 4:42 to go. Greely West's in the bonus. Shout out to all the St. Vrain Superintendent Don Haddad, all the people from the Boulder County Health Department, school administrators, school nurses, all the people that have made things possible. Not only did we get a season, but we've got fans, parents getting to watch their kids play. Just all in around, really, really, really good job by everybody. Now we just got to find a way to clear these last 3 or 4 ball games, let everybody get their season in, and wrap up strong. Heidi Ringer and her administration at Skyline have been fantastic. Mike Green and Leslie Brown handling all the ticketing and all of that. They've been doing all the sanitation here themselves with little support from the school support staff. But between games, the athletic office staff has been in here working to keep these kids safe. Out of the full timeout, Falcons will inbound underneath their own basket. To say that possession of the basketball is important right now would be a grave understatement. Falcons need to get it across, and they do to Williams. He's going to have to play a lot of minutes down the stretch. Abram back out to Williams. Time to value the basketball. Got a reach-in foul on Roman. That'll be 15th foul on Greely West. Falcons ball on the opposite side. Want to thank our officials tonight too. They did a doubleheader. Did the boys JV game earlier. Williams thought about triggering that. He's a good three-point shooter, but considering the game situation, Abram gets his pocket picked by Gillingham, who's clearly going to look to take this thing over at this point. 4 minutes to go. Roman in, called for the offensive foul. That'll be the 6th team foul. Falcons looking to get to the 1-and-1 as well here. Still up 7, 4 minutes, 2 seconds to go. Zakai Smith in for Abram. Good stint by Brandon Abram. Falcons break the press. Tapia to the rim. Can't control. Aboitis clears it out to Smith. Three-pointer short. Aboitis with another rebound. Clears it out to Compion. Knocks it down. That's a huge, huge possession for Skyline. Back to a 10-point lead. That was huge. A couple of good looks in close. Clear it out to the three-point shooter who knocks it down. Great job. Falcons need to stay tough on defense. That's a travel. He slid that. He moved for. He slid that foot before he took off. Another timeout. Falcons up 10 with the ball. Good ball movement, good hustle, way to stay in tune with what was going on by the Falcons on that last possession. And then standing tall, drawing the charge on the other end of the floor to get possession back. That was huge. We may look back at that possession where Compion knocked down that three as a key play in the ball game. Too early to tell, 3:28 to go. But that was a big one to get that lead back to double digits. But as we saw at the end of the third, Greely West can score in bunches. They had about 6 points in probably under 45 seconds to end the third quarter. Cut that Falcon lead from 18 to 12. So not out of the woods by any kind of imagination here. Greely West will stay in pressure. They've had some luck turning Skyline over. Compion kicks it up to Williams real quick. Out to Tapia. Tapia inside, back out to Aboitis. Aboitis looks to go inside. Got a block on 33, Copeland. That'll be the 7th. Should be a one-on-one situation for Skyline. Yep. Aboitis at the line. Needs to knock these down. Tying that shoe. First one's up and in. As is the second. Falcons push it back to 12, 47-35, 3:11 to go. Be very aware of where Colton Killingham is on the floor right now. Long three. That's out of bounds, but I think we're going to call the foul on Greely West there. Foul's on 21 Roman. Falcons will be back to the other end shooting free throws. This is what we were talking about. Falcons trying to hold off. Greely West need to make these free throws. Tapia will be at the line shooting 1-and-1. Falcons need to hurry back on defense. Greely West is going to hurry, down 10, 2:45. They need possessions. Steal by Smith. Let's see if he pulls it back out. He does, good. And he goes to the rim and gets the shooter's roll. 49-35, pushes to 14. That's a great job by Sakai Smith. Steal and converts. Three-point shot by Greely West, rolls out. Falcons back down with the ball. Smith out to Compion. Falcons will look to slow it down. Up 14, 2 minutes to go. Compion from the corner, that's a great look, and it's nothing but bucket. 52-35, Falcons have pushed it back out to 17. Minute 54 to go. Almost another steal. Williams really with pressure. He'll draw the foul there, and Colton Gillingham will go to the line shooting 1-and-1. Pressure by Smith was good there. Just got that hand in there a little bit. Coach is telling Williams, coaching moment. Didn't need to be that aggressive. First one's in. As we said earlier, 75% free throw shooter. Hit all three in the first half, knocked that one down. Second one's also good. Cuts it to 15. Falcons just need to be smart here and value the basketball. Sooner or later, Greely West's going to have to foul. Tapia doing a great job advancing the ball up. Gets to the basket and scores. Great job. Tapia is by far Caden Tapia's best ball game of the campaign. Great job. Hill to the painted area. Scores. Falcons still up 15. Minute 19 to go. Minute 18. Falcons will look to take time here. Smith has it stolen, and as young guys will do, a little bit of a sloppy foul, frustration foul. So Hill will go to the line for 2. Greely West into double bonus now. They'll shoot 2 every time. Sorry, not Hill. This is Roman at the line. First one's good. Appreciate everybody popping in today on the YouTube channel. One more ball game left. Hopefully we've made it a little different than a lot of the other streams you see. Try to add a little color with the play-by-play instead of just an empty gym with gym noise. Tapia trying to control. Compion controls and gets it across. Boy, that was almost a 10 count. Tapia straight up in the air and scores. Absolutely the fire tonight for the Skyline Falcons has been junior Caden Tapia, his coming out party. 3 ball no good for Greely. Reach in foul by Williams. They'll shoot 2. Falcons are up 15 with 43 seconds left. And they're going to put this one in the win column, barring something really strange happening over 43 seconds. Great job by the Falcons. First one's good for Gillingham. He's probably going to wind up pretty close to his average tonight. 7 at the half. Probably another 8 or 10 here in the second half. So he'll be in the ballpark of that 23-point league leading average. Falcons just need to be smart. They'll clear the ball to the half. Now set it down. Clear it out. Wait for the foul. Hill stole it, but couldn't control it. Out of bounds, Falcons ball. Tapia will trigger it in. 30.8 left. Tapia out to Williams. Williams thought about it and then thought better of it. 15 seconds left. Falcons are up 13. Well, it took a minute to get there, but we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow does go Skyline's way. 1.0 left. Falcons are going to put this one in the win column. Hold Greely West 12 points below their season average. And that'll do it. Great job. Boy, I tell you what, nice all-around effort. We'll come back to it. At 5:37 left in the fourth quarter, the Falcons had 8 team fouls and had Greely West in the bonus. Looked like they were in trouble. 2 fouls the entire rest of the fourth quarter. They did the same thing in the first half where they had 8 fouls with 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in the second quarter, and they played foul-free the rest of the way. So Falcons aggressive, but when they needed to pull off and pull back, they did a great job of kind of stopping the fouls. Tapia leads the way for the Falcons. Adrian Compion with another good, solid night. Just an all-around good, strong night from the Falcons. Back in action Tuesday up at Roosevelt. Thanks for tuning in. Mike Allen out for Karsen Box on the video. Thanks for tuning in.